Hi everyone, it's Megan here. I thought I would do some diamond painting with you today and show you what I mean when I say the checkerboard pattern method or checkerboard strategy or whatever you want to call it. So I started making the video and then I accidentally pressed stop, so I'm kind of starting from the middle with this. So what I've done in this section is, it was all the way down here when I first started, but I added the colors in here, and because there's just a few colors amongst all the white right in this section, and then I added the white that goes in between the colors to make kind of like a block, just because that had color in it. And with all the white here, what I've done is I've placed a drill on every other, whoa, that one must have slid, on every other spot. So basically I've done half of the white already in this section right here because I've done every other one. I've taken the extra second to line up each one pretty strictly, so that now when I go to put these drills in, the drills will align themselves and straighten out on their own, and I don't have to do it. It does it naturally because, you know, they're blocked from going crooked because of where the other drills are. So the other good thing about this is that it gives like a little click sound or feeling when you put it in there. It doesn't always have an audible click, but it's more of like a feeling that you can feel in the drill pen. So this is going way faster than it initially did, because you put the work in on the front end, and on the back end you have the fun. If that makes any sense. So that's what I mean when I say or reference the checkerboard strategy or the checkerboard method. That's what I mean. It looks like a checkerboard because, you know, it's every other one is filled in. And as I was saying in my previous video, I was forced to do this strategy when I learned that these drills were super stuck together, because I did my last Harry Potter one that was all white with the 9 drill tip, but I didn't like the result and how crooked everything was. Okay, now my pen is not working as good as it did. Okay, there we go. So by forcing me to do it this way, it actually turns out better than using the drill tip. Now, I think, like I've said before in another video, but in case you didn't see that one, I think the multiple drill tips don't work very well on these paintings in particular for a few reasons. The biggest is because these drills are white. So when you look at the painting, the black grid lines are easily visible because these are white drills. If these were dark colored drills, I don't think you'd be able to see the difference. You wouldn't be able to see the lines and the spaces between. So it wouldn't be as obvious, but because they're white, it is super obvious. So this way just gives a lot of control over how you're placing the drills. I don't know if it takes longer or not, to be honest. I think it might take the same amount of time because I used to, you know, have to fiddle with my boat, my bead boat, to get the drills to be in rows of 9 or whatever. Now I do still use the multiple drill tips for like darker colors and colors that don't have a ton of a ton like this. You know, if I had like, say that there was a row of 5 of one color right here, I would use that drill tip. That's fine. I still want to use them. But with all this white, I've learned that it's a better idea to just go ahead, use the single drill tip and the checkerboard method, because it's going to give you a much straighter and cleaner result than if you were to use the drill tips. And I think part of the reason why the drill tips just look more messy, you know, the finished product looks more messy if you use the drill tips, is because you don't have as much control in the initial set down of the drill. You know, you have to move them a lot after you place them sometimes. But you kind of have to press them down a little bit harder to get all of them down. And so what I was noticing was that they were harder to move around because I had to press them down hard. And then I think that led to a lot of them getting crooked and gaps and, you know, moving once I place them, or moving once I move them around. I mean, like moving back and reverting back to their original crooked state. So this is actually a more preferable method in my book. Did you hear that click? When it comes to a lot of colors, especially these light colors. So, yeah. So here is my progress so far on the Dobby Harry Potter painting. This is what it's going to look like right here. And those little words you can't really read there, but it says Dobby has no master. Dobby is a free elf. Once I finish this section, I'll flip it over and I'll work this way, so I'm not putting my arm on these drills and moving them around too much. So I am noticing a section here. Do you see the seam right here? Maybe see that? See, I think it's because it's white and it's so obvious. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, well, you guys wanted a video on, you were asking what the checkerboard method was. So, there you have it. If you have any other questions, please ask, and I'll try to answer as fast as I can to give you some help. Let me see the sparkle. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh. And the way the white sparkles, it's almost iridescent. I really like it. So beautiful. All right, well, thanks for watching and happy painting.